Hello, this is Section here with my Grimgrin deck. So I decided to do Grimgrin because, well, I like to play commanders that have interesting abilities, and Grimgrin has an interesting ability in which, I have to sacrifice a creature. He becomes bigger, and when he attacks, he destroys a creature and gets another count +1/+1 counter. However, he has a small limitation in which he comes into play tapped, and he doesn't not untap. You have to sacrifice a creature to force him to untap. In that case, let me go over the deck. Now, this card here that you saw, Amulet of Vigor, it's very good for Grimgrin because it will force him to untap. And not only that, but several of my lands that come into play tapped will benefit from the Amulet of Vigor, will come untapped, and that is definitely going to give me an advantage. Neil Spellbound to get rid of opposing graveyards and draw me a card. The top to help me fix my drawings. Skullclamp for card advantage. Solar Ring for acceleration. Imperial Seal for good tutor. Gravecrawler works very well with Grimgrin. I just keep sacrificing it, tapping and replaying and rinse and repeat. Finding Grace to protect my commander. Death Mantle. Anything that dies with enough mana can come back even stronger. If I had enough mana, it will always apply to my commander. Instead of having to send it to command zone, I could just attach it to the Death Mantle if enough mana is available. The Talisman of Dominance for mana acceleration. Cyclonic Rift. Well, Cyclonic Rift should more realistically be in the 7th slot because this is where it's most useful with Overload's cost to return every non-land permanent my opponent controls. Gets Verdict against Hexproof and Shroud. Dance of the Dead. I can bring anything from any graveyard, albeit it comes tapped. I'll have to pay my upkeep 1 black and 1 colorless to untap it. I know that Animate Dead is better, I just haven't gotten around it to get one. I need to save ticks for that. Revenge to get rid of opposing card in getting rid of cards in my opponent's graveyard. Great against flashback and recursion shenanigans for my opponents. I don't have green monolith, so I used this one just to ram me up. A chromatic lantern fixes color issues here. Mimic Bat, I'm going to be doing a lot of sacrificing, and therefore my creatures could go in the bat, or my opponent's creatures could go in the bat when they die for removal. This is a milling card, so I decided to include this here. Ramp, the Power Stone, Green Tutor, as the name says, another tutor. Capsize, I wanted a repeatable bounce effect that is a companion to Cyclonic Rift. Obviously not as powerful, but by effect I can just keep reusing it. Forbid, I wanted a counter also with buyback. This does have a buyback. I discard 2 cards, which could be zombies, like Crawler, and since there is some reanimation going in this deck, I can bring those cards back. In there, Psychic Strike, Spell Crumple, put around counters. 2 of these counters are mostly for against opposing commanders. This is just a milling counter. A milling card, Course of the Bloody Tomb. Phyrexian Arena for a card advantage. Union of the Veil, card advantage. Creature removal against Hexproof. Cemetery Reaper pumps my zombies and generates goods. Coffin Queen. I can bring a creature from any graveyard into play. Could be either a sack bait for my Grimgrin or for any entrance with battlefield effects. Flesh Marauder also deals with Hexproof. Leech Lord can produce zombies and can mill. Can get some of my zombies back to my hand and pumps them. Phyrexian Mutamorph can copy other zombies that I have, or can kill with commander or something like that, or copy a really good artifact. Acceleration in Tran Dynamo. Trading Pulse is an excellent card to generate creatures that will be sack bait for my Grimgrin. Only costs 1 life, and it has other effects that can come in handy, but mostly I will do it to generate goats. Damnation for mass removal, Rag of Replication. I can pay for the overload cost, or I can just kill the commanders with it. Sever the Bloodline. I can just exile problematic creatures. Fiction for card advantage. Grave Pact works very well with Grimgrin in the sense that I sacrifice, my opponent has to sacrifice as well. I do not have James Mind Sculpture, so I took a good Jace in its place. Clone, well, Killer Commander, and so is Evil Twin. Graveborn Muse for card advantage, and it gets better. I lose more life when I have more zombies in place, but I get to draw more cards. Skin Render helps me kill the creature and works perfectly good with Mimic Bat. Undead Alchemist. This is the reason why I'm running some milling sub theme here, because this is in play a hit. Any creatures that I mill become zombies on my side and get exiled on his side of the field, and not only has to be combat damage, but just by having the cores active or using Psychic Strike, if I mill a creature, he becomes a zombie on my side of the field. Makes my zombies cheaper and bigger. Mana Ramp, another tutor. This is a great card here. It's a zombie tutor. I can sacrifice a creature, any creature. It could be a creature generated by the Sorrowbody Mine, or it could be a creature generated by Trading Pulse or Gravecrawler. I can sacrifice and I can get any other zombies that I have here that are quite good. I'm a good Leech. I can get a creature from any graveyard. This brings any creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. And Rooftop Storm can bring all my zombies for free. Even my commander has died. Instead of having to pay 7 the second time I cast it, with this in play, I'll have to pay only 2. Geth, Lord of the Vault, milling and bringing back things to the battlefield, creatures or artifacts. Mikaels to give them Undying and pumps them. Sheldred is the only creature here that is not a zombie, but it's so powerful with reanimation, force them to sacrifice and bring my creatures back. And since any deck that's playing black most of the time runs their own copy of Sheldred, at the very least it will kill their own. Decree of Pain, it's great for removal and card advantage, but even against decks like Eldritch decks that are loaded with counters, just by cycling this, will get rid of their creatures and draw me a card. And unless they have very specialized counters, they will not be able to stop it. That's on Zenith for reusable removal. Mindcrime for, again, powerful mill. This will get, Mindtrace will get rid of all his cards at random. And lastly, but not least, Profane Command helps me as removal, reanimation, life loss. It's very versatile. So this is the deck. I'll play some games, and you will see how I do. Most of the games that I play here uh, were pre-recorded because they tend to go very long. So I just uh, recorded the games after the fact, so it will be less than 15 minutes. Last but not least, I give thanks to Alex from simscookmagic.com that is going to publish my Commander videos on his website. I'm sorry, Alex, I forgot to mention you at the beginning of the video. I'm sorry. Uh, but yes, thank you for the opportunity, and I hope that you enjoy the videos.